Yeah, I moved the streets with it.
Yeah, I'm firing off too many tweets as of late.
You've been tweeting like a bat. Damn, man. You guys got the ultra jug.
Bro, this guy's twisted.
Hydration. Hydration's key in life,
Now,
bro.
Hold on, be quiet. Let me
this
listen.
guy's twisted.
Hydration.
Yes, audio's good. Let's fucking go, dude. Contesting the point just went live. Oh shit, I gotta hold
Oops.
it.
Oops.
Oh, that's probably not good. I bet you. I bet you,
You
Big
definitely
C's
messed up.
listening to this, and he's just
You,
disappointed.
you definitely messed up for sure.
I mean,
It's all good, bro.
I can stream during.
Listen, those shows aren't the same without me. That's all it is.
Dude, I don't know when it's going live. The social guys gotta do a better job at tweeting it out.
Ooh, now you're calling out your social guy.
What?
I mean,
With-
yeah, dude. It's only
I mean,
gonna
you're not
sound
wrong.
better.
I didn't know that shit was even a
I
thing.
don't see it.
Oh, it's Joe and Clint. Just started, bro. I'm undefeated, bro. 2-0. Testing.
Congrats. Wow.
Oh, my
Trying to come-
address to the community when I was addressing them about the contesting the point BS, like the feedback I got from it, because I thought the show was great. Feedback I got from it. It didn't air because the episode got messed up last week. Hey guys, we're just letting people load on in, letting Ian get situated, letting John get at least one glass of wine down, then we'll start the episode. I can't even see how many people are in here yet because it just started.
Yeah, my quality is ass, son.
Yeah, bro. I thought you was just ugly, but I think it's your quality.
Come on, man.
It
Don't be
is.
disrespectful.
I don't know what it is.
Yo, this trio right here would be a problem, bro, in the streets.
Oh, on the streets. I thought you were talking about COD.
Ah,
Because as long as you're playing, we saw you two together.
bro, Patty Peace, dude.
That ass, yeah, I
attribute it
can't
to
see
him.
what that guy nowhere. Got finesse me twice.
Finesse me, bro. He actually stole my org from underneath my feet, bro.
Yeah, the ass.
You won champs,
I
though.
went into the year. I haven't actually told this full story. I went into
That's
the
the
year.
most mind-blowing thing that's ever occurred
I
in
know,
COD, probably.
and that just trumps everything I say, even though like I low key know.
It does. It
But
does,
like,
though.
it really does. Like going into the year, EG was like, "Yo, pick whatever teammate you want. We'll pay you whatever you want." We literally set the standard for salary going into the year. I was like, "I want Enable, great teammate. I always want to team with him. I want Apathy," and I was like, "I just got swindled." Like looking back at it, I can't
Yeah, I
believe.
don't know what.
Looking like
And hit me up was like, "Yo, you can get the bag." I said, "Run it." And then he said, "We team with eggs." I said, "What?"
Yo, looking back at it, bro, I got swindled. I became a package deal with Pat, and his whole plan the whole time was, "I'm gonna drop this guy and take this org with me."
On his neck, bro. Just
Why did you choose Pat?
Dude, I don't.
Of all
Honestly,
people.
looking back at it, I don't know why. I should have set myself up to be the worst on my team. Should got Ian, App, and
Mhm.
somebody else.
yeah.
Someone else is another fryer. So
and
you
I'm
got
like, I'm like kind of funny, so
talker.
they could have dealt with me in my worst games. Like we would have been all right, you know. But fuck, bro, Pat just straight up torched me.
Just off the face of the earth, dog.
Onto the desk.
Body, bro. Right to the desk, my man. Went right
Ian,
to
you
the
gotta
desk.
set down the depths too, bro. You
Wait,
climbed
no,
that
he
up.
almost got rid of Ian.
Yo,
he almost
y'all
did.
know that scene in the Dark
Yeah, I
Knight?
was. Yo, I was just clinging.
The Dark Knight
Yes.
with Bane in it when he goes all the way down to the fucking hellhole and
That
he
was literally-
climbs his way back out, bro. That was
You know that?
literally Ian.
You know, you've seen the 300, that scene where Leonidas kicks that dude down the thing. He's like, "Psh, for Sparta." That's what that Pat did that shit to both of y'all, but Ian
Yes.
Ian grabbed on the ledge like, nah.
Bro,
Straight down.
that was right before I was moving to LA too.
Bro.
Damn.
I was like, yo, I'm on Lightning Pen. It's like my salary. I was like, my salary don't even cover the rent no more, son.
Yo,
Like, what am I supposed to do?
I
Like,
got kicked into that hole with some Yeezys and came out with some slacks on the desk. Magic, bro.
This fool said
welcome,
Patty.
everybody.
This guy said Patty P is Littlefinger from
He
Thrones.
really is. Dude.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what
He
Pat's
really
up to
is.
right now.
I mean,
Is he starting?
no,
not as of late. As for what I know, no. But who
Dude,
knows?
the
Pac-
Gorillas are in shambles, bro. Absolute shambles, bro.
I have no idea what's happening with them.
That's Cap.
I
That's
also
your
can't
LA
talk.
brethren.
What do you mean?
Why don't you drive down the street
LA
and
is
ask them?
LA is huge. LA is
So?
huge. I haven't seen them and they live 5 minutes away. Haven't seen them once.
All right, well, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is the Codcast number 24 with Enable. Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome, my guy. How have you been, bro, since your Your week off? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's happened.
Week off. It's been like 3, 4 shit. I've been good though. I mean, I'm just chilling on the pine. So
Yeah, I see the hills in the background, brother. Living the life.
life is good. Life is good over here, even on the bench. Know that.
Yep. Taxes coming up, bro. You've been too turned up. I don't know if you paid.
I'm evading them things this year.
Well,
Oh.
well, we'll get into the whole substitution and stuff later on, but let's talk about Atlanta first, I guess. Right? Let's just jump right into it. Going into Atlanta, like now knowing the results, like did it pan out how you guys expected it at all? Like for me,
No.
on attacks.
I mean, I thought Atlanta was gonna win easily.
Yeah, so did I.
Fair enough. I
But-
picked them as a favorite too.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised with some of the other placings for sure, but like I knew that there was no shot anyone was beating Atlanta.
I wouldn't say that I thought there was no shot. I think that if you were to ask me realistically what I thought the top 2 power ranking teams were, I would say Atlanta and Chicago, and Florida would have been at the bottom. For sure.
Bottom, bro.
Yeah, for sure. No questions asked. And then they got second place. So
Dude, this tournament was like stacked, bro. All the teams like from the eye test look pretty good. Honestly, obviously, besides like your team, John, but like the rest of the teams look pretty solid.
wait,
like,
so even though we're not the only team that went 0-2, we're the only team that didn't look good.
yeah, I mean, you're the only team that
I think
actually
that-
looked like shit.
Here's what I actually think. We obviously didn't look good, but I also think that people have like an expectation because of the people that are on our team, the names and stuff, which they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
That's
like,
the
when,
reason
when
why.
we are getting smoked, they like put us way lower than we should have without even actually watching or reacting to the actual result. Like we lost 6-5 Surge, lost by 1 point in Dom. We're not good. Those are not excuses. I'm just saying, like people are just like, you guys look like fucking absolute dog shit.
No, I think
Like,
even besides
I look-
like that expectation you're saying, you guys still look like the worst team there.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, we haven't won a series. We haven't won a series. I can't be like, yeah, we're godlike. That's cap. We're not good yet.
I mean,
Or-
you guys had the worst map count there too, so it's not like it's like based off what like by the eye test, like you won 1 map, so it's like it is. You guys are in a tough spot, brother. You gotta buckle down.
This guy starts off just throwing daggers. So.
I just
Listen, I
want to
believe
talk
in y'all.
about, so like what is going
I
on?
mean, it's fair. We suck.
No, but like what's going on in the Optic LA camp? I know there's a lot of people that are
What do you mean?
wondering like why are you guys not improving though? Because like before the tournament, a lot of people thought you guys are gonna get a lot better.
We were improving before. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. We played Atlanta first. That's a tough, like, for the people on my team. There's no excuses, right?
They had Austin
No, no.
right sub, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
Ian
that-
knows.
that's
Ian already knows.
That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. Because Austin did get good with the sub, regardless of whatever the hell happened in the 2-match sample size. So first of all, Ian, you know this. No matter what, no matter what anyone says about you, or no matter what those stupid ass lineman cards say,
Yeah, I know.
you played a small number of matches.
Yes.
And then
okay.
people see whatever result you get, and they're like, enables fucking ass.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair. That's not how it actually works with a real team. Like that's not how it works. You have all these like scrims and practices and all this shit that you're going through. Then you play a match and you lose the match. Obviously, your stats gonna be worse than you are.
Well, TJ was
Yeah,
getting
clearly.
clapped, bro.
Like if your whole team gets bodied, like you're gonna have a bad.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do well. Your stats are not gonna be good.
But there's also like a point where it's like when you're getting super clapped.
I mean, Tej came out and got murdered the first match.
I mean,
Murder
but
was.
like you gotta think, like bro, even the best players. Not to get too off topic with the cards, but like
No,
even the best
That's
players
what we do all
in,
topic.
in any game, they like when there was events. Obviously, it's not like it is now. Like if they would have a bad series, like I've seen,
Yes.
the formals, the scumps, the octanes, gunlesses, like even simp, like they drop. I've seen them have like a .8 in a series 4, but that's just because their whole team just got smoked. Like they just got smoked.
Yeah, we all know that. I mean, do you guys think
But
that?
so if you only play 2 series in one, you drop a .8. Even if the other, you know what I mean, you have a solid series. Like it
I'm
still
not
doesn't look
basing
good.
off stats. That's why the first thing I said was based off the eye test. They look like the worst team. That was my first statement, which I stand by. But
I mean,
like,
yeah, they just don't have no culture over there. That's the issue.
they need some flavor, bro. They have no flavor on that team, bro.
No
what you think it is?
camaraderie, nothing. Yeah, wait, I see that
Camaraderie,
from a
that's
mile
a real
away.
thing. That's fair.
Nothing.
That's what it is, though. Nah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yo, do you guys think the format also holds like the Optic LA team back? Like, I feel like pool play. Like,
cannot. I agree with you. I think that does hold us back, but it probably holds other people back.
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say,
it's
I think
not
it holds
so,
a lot. Yeah, it holds like a lot. It's just because it's so different.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
very-
a lot of veteran, because I don't know. This isn't obviously something that's a fact, but like this is something that I picked up on when I competed. Was like, even like personally, like if I went to a single limb tournament, like a Gfinity or something, like if I was a solid team, I had a way better chance of like making it far. Like the less matches I played, like the safer it was if we just got hot for like a match or two and got in a good position. And like whenever it was
If you
like,
wanna-
a group play, it was like if my team wasn't just dominant, it was fucking hard because like we might slay in groups and then we just get double smoked in the bracket. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. I get what you're saying, but I mean, at the same time, it could work the opposite. Like I don't care what anyone says. I really truly believe that, like, Ian, if I was to ask you who the second best team was, any part of your soul believe that the second best team is Florida?
No.
No.
No,
No
but they got
chance.
second. Like it's a small sample size of matches, and I just feel like if there was pools and it was different, like it would you would see things like teams work their way out differently through a tournament. I mean, Ian,
think
you were
the
on the
format's
TK
good,
team.
though.
TK
Yeah.
3-0'd Rise in Anaheim last year, or in World War II, right? 3-0'd smoked, and then Rise went on to win the tournament, right? Like, in this current form, in this current shit, like who knows what would happen after that? You
Yeah.
got 3-0'd, knowing you have one last chance to actually do something. You have no idea.
I think the thing is all the players are just in like an adjustment period because it's like you said, like we're so used to the event format where it's like, I mean, bro, every event, like either the best team in the pool would lose a series like a decent amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like to a team that they shouldn't lose to, but they just get in rhythm. They kind of get in that flow where it's like now if you lose the first series, if you do come out slow, like you're almost chalked for the whole weekend.
No.
Whereas
Literally.
like it was like you lose a series in pool play, you're like, all right, whatever, like let's get the ball rolling, let's catch fire. Like we have a long weekend. Now it's like, oh shit, we're in loser bracket, like it's single limb now. Like what we lose a six, you lose 1-6-5 S&D and like that could be it.
Somebody
That
has
could be the difference maker.
Somebody eats some Panda Express the night before, it doesn't sit right.
It's chalk. Like
I
He's
mean,
not wrong. And the thing is, that's how most esports work. I think it's just for
Yeah.
console esports, for COD, for whatever it is. It's never worked like that.
yeah,
Not really.
that's why I
So
think
it's
it's
like-
just gonna take some adjusting and like some teams might adjust faster. But like I think once everyone gets used to it, this format will actually be better for sure.
oh yeah.
But right now, it's like you said, like it's early in the game still. People are kind of adjusting to this format, so I think that's why you're seeing some of these results.
I mean, for the hype factor, I mean, it does a lot, right? Like, there's people getting knocked out early.
Yeah, I mean it's lit. Yeah,
Like, it's definitely lit. I was just wondering for like the players on that up team, like Slash or JCap, having been like on teams that typically don't start great in pools all the time and then they bounce back. Like, if you think that it was affecting them at all, which I think it is a little bit, but it's no excuse. There's a cool talking point that nobody's really talked about. I thought we should discuss. What else? So we talked about Optica. Let's talk about some of the other teams, bro. Dude, Rocker's actually disgusting, bro. I remember talking to who was I talking to?
Minnesota's good.
I was talking to Slash and he was like, I think they're actually like the best team, but they're just not as talented as FaZe. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And I
Well, they
honestly kind of agree. Like the way
they remind me- They remind me like Genji last year, Ant. To be honest, like
me too. That's a good.
like I think right now for sure they have the best teamwork out of any team, and they understand the game like really well. Probably the best at this point in time too. But yeah, they're just they just don't have like that X factor. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're not really looking at the players on those teams. They're obviously really good players, but you're not like, oh shit, we're going up against.
Like at some point they actually just lost because like in that game 5, Abizi just like was
Took over.
single-handedly
Yeah,
world star.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Like
I mean, they have,
Atlanta didn't actually do anything special to beat them as a team. It's just like
Yeah.
the kid took
They
over.
just
Like,
you start hitting your shots and
That
like
sucks,
it's
dude. That's a terrible way to lose. But like, yeah, I mean their roster going into the season, I thought they were gonna be like a top 8 team, and they've exceeded like all my expectations. Like Asim's actually really good. I thought he was gonna be buns. Alex
Asim's
was way better than we thought he was gonna be. I remember John, we were roasting Alex. Like, why did they pick him up? He's
roasting,
really good.
nah. I was surprised more by Alex than Asim though. Alex is really good at this game.
Yeah,
they
he is.
just have really good teamwork. Like I think that's mostly what this game is. It's being on the same page.
That's what,
and
yeah,
not
that's what every COD is at the end of the day.
Jetpacks.
But even then,
no. Like the talent is like a bonus where like it gets you over the top to reach like that status of winning an event, winning multiple events, and like being like, oh shit, like they're unfuckwittable.
Yeah.
But like if you have really fucking good teamwork, you're still going to be a consistently top team. Like you'll be able to contend. You're just probably not going to win because when you get to like the finals or whatever, like you're going to play a team that's got maybe slightly less teamwork but way more talent.
Yeah, I mean like Minnesota, they played like pretty much everybody there. They did good. They took maps off everyone. They went Game 5 with Atlanta, 3-1.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, they look really good. I mean, they lost to like Atlanta and Chicago, so those are like the two best teams right now. In terms of Chicago, I just wish we would have saw them against FaZe, bro. Do you guys think that they can beat FaZe?
Ooh, Chicago. I think that Chicago can beat FaZe. It'd be ignorant to say they can't.
They played 10 times. What are you giving it?
7-3 Atlanta.
Yeah, I would say the same.
9-1 Atlanta.
Nah, that's cap.
Why? Why is that? Atlanta's so consistent, bro. They're way too good. Their team is way too good. They don't have a single weak link. They don't have a single weak link.
They're a very good team, and that's obvious to say for everyone. But to say that they're just gonna 9-1 another top team if both teams are like actually on the same page is ridiculous. They're not that far ahead.
I mean,
they were down 2-0 to Minnesota.
30 is
that's huge.
Yeah, so like 90-10, I don't know. But if I was betting,
90 is ridiculous. That means they're just dominant. Like I
don't even know what the odds would be there if I was trying to bet on
that. The matchup, bro. I think they're winning 9 out of 10 times, bro. I'd put some money down on that too.
I mean, Chicago streams are scrims. When Chicago scrims them, the maps are all close and it's online.
Like, it's because Sim's like he's chilling, bro. He's not whipping out all the tricks. On land, he's a different animal, bro. We know this.
I'm not entertaining this one.
I mean.
It literally went through.
Yeah,
what?
I don't know where
I'm
you're
just
going.
trying to get the community going. Honestly, I think Clemson definitely have the talent to take them out. I think right now they're a little bit behind those guys, and it'll take them some time. But they definitely have the talent to beat them. I just really want to see that matchup. That's what I'm mostly excited for coming up. I don't even know if they're both going to be. Are they even going to be in LA?
I don't believe Chicago's in LA. I know Atlanta is. I think Chicago's next event is Dallas. So yeah. 90-10 is disrespectful, man. Damn.
All right, let's go down the list, bro. So Huntsman, I think they did their thing. They're still second best team in the game to me. Fell a little bit short. Their loss, like, kind of blew my mind to the Mutineers. I did not expect that at all. I don't even know what that was like.
I mean, Chicago didn't play amazing that weekend in general. They almost lost to Toronto. They lost to Florida. They just. I mean, I guess that's also part of what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you're just not going to come out as hot, and it's a very small sample size, one match.
Well, dude,
they did not play that well.
Got so much worse. Dude.
And
they were 7-0, and then they were like 2-6 in the last 8 hard points. Or something.
I mean, that goes back to what I said though. Like they went Game 5, round 11 versus Toronto off rip, and then I don't know who they played next.
Toronto should have won that, by the way.
They should have. But like that's what I'm saying. Like. Obviously, this is no excuse. I mean, Florida deserved to win. They deserved to be in the finals. But, like, if that was an event, that's pool play. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, they're like, oh, shit. Okay, like, we're looking sloppy right now, but, like, we're good. We're not even in the tournament. Like, now, you're like, oh, shit. We just won the last event, and, like, we just went round 11. We should have lost to Toronto. Like, they just were sloppy, and they couldn't kind of rebound and, like, get in rhythm. Just because they didn't have enough series to play. I mean, you only play twice a day. Or you only play like 3 series the whole weekend. 4 series.
And then this guy in the chat says Formal was the worst AR. Let that sink in. And I don't believe that anyone can be the worst if they made it just statistically. Yeah, statistically, he was the worst AR for whatever reason. I don't know. I didn't look.
I don't think that's true.
It doesn't really matter. The point is, if you look in the past, do you remember at the time there was a time when we were all still playing?
I guess he was the worst.
People would be like, that was Friday Optic. They play like 4 matches and they'd go like 3-1 or 2-2 or whatever, and people like Friday Optic, because they just hadn't warmed up into the weekend yet.
Yeah.
Now that shit's over with. It's done with. This isn't like a new thing for Formal or Scump or any of these guys. They've taken time to get better as the weekend has gone on, and that's not. I feel like that's not rare for a lot of people in console esports, where you'd watch them early in the tournament, they'd be okay, but then they got to like top 4, top 3, and they're like, damn, these guys are frying. Like,
yeah. I mean, dude. It's like basketball. It's like a game of runs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might start down by 20, but then all of a sudden you on a 17-3 streak. Like it's like once you hit that third
Well, guess
quarter,
what?
it's a different game.
All these guys are gonna have to get better at this format, dude. It's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Dude, looking at the map counts though, it's crazy. Like Mutineers went 10 and 11 map count, got second, and Atlanta FaZe went 12 and 3.
Really?
Yeah, 10 and 11 map count and got second.
I told you.
Like Huntsman went 8 and 6 and got third, and like Rocker 2 and 2, 4 or 9 and 9 fourth. Like it's just crazy to look at. 10 and 11.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what
that's
you're saying,
actually
all you're saying to me is that all these teams are like extremely evenly matched.
Yeah. Well,
I
they
mean,
go
yeah,
3-2 every series.
everybody-
Like
Yeah,
3-2,
like
3-3.
3-2, 3-1
Yeah,
every
everybody
series.
was like pretty much even in their map count besides FaZe, who's 12 and 3. They just blow everyone else out of the water. Like you got 10 and 11,
Well, yeah,
8 and
they're the
6,
best
9 and
team in the
9.
game.
Yeah. And then there's like 1 and 8 are outliers, and everybody else is like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which like the way I look
Oh,
at
just
this
throw it, just
though,
combine 'em.
the way I look at this to me is like, yeah, like everybody's pretty much evenly matched, and there's like one shit team and one really good team. That's the only way. That's what I see out of the rest of this. Like everybody, like the middle of the pack teams can beat each other in any series. Like I think Rocker, Mutineers, Huntsman, like Mutineers play like they did, and Royal Ravens, like all those guys can pretty much go back and forth right now.
Wait, who's the shit team? Who's the shit team that you have?
I
Shoot.
totally for sure.
We go 1 and 6 map count.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Phew. Guys can't win a search. I'm subbing myself in.
Takes a sip of his wine, dude. Ian, let me ask you a question. If you were to go to Optic LA, you think things would be different over there in the LA camp, bro?
Well, we still wouldn't win a search. Never mind. Continue answering.
Yeah, 1,000%. But that's just because they, like I said, bro, they have like those fools.
No flavor, bro.
No, it's not even. I mean, yeah, they definitely don't got no flavor, but like they just don't ever look like they're having fun.
Facts.
like,
You
to get,
and
like,
Kenny always
together.
had fun.
Like I compare it to sports all the time. When you're on a team, like it needs to be like you fuck with your team, fuck everyone else when you're at these events.
I agree.
Like you need to get hyped for your teammates. Like, bro, they won like a crazy was it game 1 versus Mutineers?
They smoked them.
Yeah,
And
they
no one got hyped,
smoked
right?
it. Me and Bryce were literally watching on the couch downstairs, and we're like, "Yo, they gotta get hyped. Like this, like that's it. That's when you flip the switch, you're in rhythm." They literally smoked them. No one said a word. Motherfuckers wasn't even breathing. Like
they didn't get hyped at
wait.
all. They just stood there.
no, wait, they didn't get, wait. Me and Bryce literally looked at each other and we were like, "Oh, they lost the series." After they just smoked them, map 1. I'm not kidding. It was like, believe me,
He's not wrong.
been
I walked up on the stage. It was dead quiet, and I was like, "Yo, let's go,
I'm-
Cat. Let's go, baby."
I've
Yeah.
been on teams like that. That's how we were last year at the PLQ.
At the beginning, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro, we literally we would like the map would start, we'd go, into the just call out mode. Map would end, no one would say a word. Awkward
I remember.
silence.
I remember after you
Like
guys
win or
were down
lose.
2-0
John,
to
you
Major
gotta be
League.
that guy, bro. You gotta be the hype
Yeah.
guy.
It's not. It's it's something that the coach can do, right? It's a
Yeah, it's all the players. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
but, like-
something that the coach would say, huh? Just
wait.
I
He
mean-
knows it's facts.
Believe me, I know. We were down 2-0 to Mazer.
You
Fools
know, tell
were
2 to
talking
Major
shit.
after they won. Remember, I
Fools
asked
were
you. I was
talking
like,
shit.
what did you guys say after you 2-0? He's like, we actually didn't say a word.
Yeah,
For 5 minutes until the next game started.
bro,
Because
we were
it was a
down
bathroom break. They
2-0.
didn't say a word.
We were down 2-0 in the PLQ, about to get knocked out, not qualified for league. I don't even know who we were playing. These fools were talking shit. Went and took a bathroom break, like a 7-minute. Someone was literally taking a shit, like 7-minute bathroom break.
endorsements. You
Right?
can just pull it.
No,
You're
no
good.
one
Don't
says a
worry.
word. Then the map is counting down, map 3, and I go, "Yo, we got this, guys," and that was it. But like, that's when I knew I was like, "Yeah, this team, like this 5 is just not."
Dude, if you can't,
not gonna
if
work.
you're not genuinely excited for your teammates, like if you're thinking, like, cause I know there's players on the Optic team right now that are thinking in their minds, like, I can't wait to drop this fool. Like, if you're thinking stuff like that, then your team is chalked up, bro.
yeah,
It's time
that's
for
what I'm
change.
saying.
Like, and be that as it may, like they might be super talented. You still need a change. You know what I mean? I think you guys unequivocally need a roster move. What are you thinking, John?
What, you want to tell me who I think we should drop right now? You're an idiot. Next.
No comment.
No comment at all. I plead the 5th.
I mean, you have the
I mean-
best subs in the league, though.
Who are the other teams that were there? Who else played well?
I mean, I'll tell you what needs to happen, but
Yo, Ian,
What needs to happen, Ian?
what
Talk
you
to
think
us.
needs
Talk
to
to us.
happen?
Talk to us. Talk to us.
well, I don't know what I can and cannot speak on though.
You speak on whatever you want to speak on.
Whatever I want to speak on.
Yes. You're the guest. You're allowed to say whatever you want.
All right, well, I obviously know things, but I'm not gonna say things because I like all the people on OGLA. But I will say this:
There's a
this
but.
this year, it's gonna be super hard to make like a multiple person trade, right? Like if you're trying to like, yo, we're trying to get these two people off the team, like, you know, fuck with them. You're gonna be able to trade like a star player, one who has a good following. I'm trying to wear this.
Okay.
Listen, wait, hold on. Let me finish thought. You need to get rid of someone who is literally causing the team to be ass and causing the team to not be a team. That's my take because you're not going to be able to get rid of multiple people. Like at the end of the day, you're just not. It's going to be so hard with all the contracts. Like it doesn't even matter if the players want to do it. You got to go to the management, to the suit. It's like so. There's an issue in the team. It has nothing to do with the game. Like sure, you guys suck right now, and whatever. Like you guys aren't working well together, but it's literally an attitude thing outside of the game, in my opinion. Like if I get on every day and I don't want to play
this is what's
with
gonna
my
happen.
team,
Dashy for
like, we're not gonna be good.
Dashy for Gunless at some point is gonna happen this season.
Chicago's not getting rid of Gunless.
Just saying, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like who like.
Say what you want about Pierce. Pierce
Ian's
is
on point with what he just said. Like John just not.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
No, he knows. Wait, that's why he's sipping his wine. He knows I spit.
Nah, I think it's extra fat.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're.
All right,
let's
he wiped his neck. Listen, you knew it was gonna get hot in there, bro.
No, I mean,
All right.
yeah, I mean, I knew this was gonna happen before we ever started the podcast. I was like, what if we're fucking garbage, and I got to come on the podcast and talk?
Phew, and then y'all were worse than just garbage.
Like going into the season,
Bottom of the barrel.
like your thoughts.
You're on
like,
the bench.
Hey, bench players get paid. Know that.
Hey, guaranteed cash, bro. It's nice. It can't. The Patty P situation can't happen. That's a big ass jug of water, bro. Sheesh. But
Hydration's
John,
key.
going into this season, bro, with the roster you had, you were like, "There's no way we are this ass."
No. I would have said that had I not seen 100 Thieves last year. They literally had a part of the TK team who was just like, if not the best, the second. Like either way, they're the top two team in the game, no matter how else you slice it. And then they add Austin and Octane. So on paper, that team was fucking godlike. And then they came in and they got beat 250 to 30. Literally smoke off this. Literally out of Las Vegas. Out of the casino.
Wait, you
go
went home. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Because it comes down to the team chemistry. I'm not
It
kidding.
does.
I could speak on this topic for hours.
Break it down to a science, Ian.
Like, listen, when you team with someone like Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like Austin as a teammate, even though he is probably one of the worst teammates ever in the sense of trying to get his point across to other players. So like I have thick skin, right? And like he can bitch at me all day and I'll just go back at him, but like I'll take his criticism because that's the type of person I am. But when you put Austin around players that can't do that, example A, Jay last year and Kenny. Kenny got a lot better though. Kenny like really matured, and that's why I think he got a lot better as the year progressed. But Jay literally would just shut down. Like if you put players around Austin who don't have thick skin and can take him bitching, because most of the time what he's saying is correct and it's for the better of the team. But when you have players that just shut down, they hate him. They're like, fuck this guy, I don't want to play for him.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Like, bro, Jay was disgusting in World War II when we played with him. Our TK team was all vibes. We literally gassed him up and like let him be free. Black Ops 4, obviously we weren't playing well. And Austin being Austin, which is like fine, that's just who he is. But Jay couldn't handle it. Literally 3 weeks into the game, Jay's like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, I'm not team with him. Like, I can't. And then I'm like talking to Jay on the side, and Austin's talking to me. And so like, yo, I'm never fucking team with fucking Jay ever. Like, this kid don't listen to me, bro. He just goes rogue.
That's how Slasher and Dashy are right now.
And then but then when we added Priesta, because like Sam could take Austin for the most part. We added Priesta. Priesta never said a word. Like, Austin says anything. Like Preston's like, okay, yeah, got it. Like kept it moving. Like try to improve. So like you need the right players around someone like that. And it's not just Austin. There's a lot of players in the game that are like that. You know how they get their point across and their attitude toward the team. but they mean well,
But they're
right?
trying to
can't
win,
listen
right?
to
Yeah,
Austin if he's
yeah,
running
yeah.
a sub,
Like
bro.
I'm not roasting Austin by any means. Like I said, Austin
I mean,
is one of my favorite teammates, but in the general, like public and other pro players' eyes, people probably hate him because of how he is. Like, so if Austin has a good group of players around him who understand what he's trying to get across, his team's going to be good. If he doesn't, his team's going to be dog shit.
Yeah,
And I think
it's weird.
that's what it is right now.
There's like very little middle ground with Austin's teams. I swear. I think the most middle ground.
They're either the best or
in the World War II
fucking-
team, but in general they've been like
No,
dog
well, they
shit.
were garbage in World War II, weren't they?
No, but they got top 4.
Who?
I mean, yeah, but then you look at the team: Austin, Donnie, Kyler, Nick.
No, I know, but I'm still saying they still got 4th. And like when his IWNV team was bad, they got last.
Wait, my face team was getting 4th in Black Ops 3, and everyone was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers is dog shit."
I never agreed with that. By the way, that was just because you guys came off being the team that.
Yeah,
was
I know. I'm guessing. That was just that was selfish plug.
Ian, I think you need to get on topic. I think that's the next move, bro. Let's talk about the substitution, bro. I think it's what a lot of people want to hear about. What's going on with you? I'll be honest. I'll be the first to say it. I talked about it in the post show, which, I don't know if a lot of people were in it after the finals, and we were talking about substitutions. And I was mind blown that Seattle put you on the bench. I just think it's insane. I think it's short-sighted from the staff. You don't have to comment on any of that stuff, but for me, I think that it's a dumb decision. And as a GM, if I'm a GM, it just doesn't make a lot of sense at all. Like if I'm investing that much into somebody like you, and obviously a player like you who's had success in the past is going to come with a big price. So I'm not going to put your information out there, but I know you're making top dollar in terms of the rest of the league. And I pay that knowing that
Did you count my pockets?
I pay that if I'm the GM knowing that you aren't gonna be the greatest search player, but it's gonna take some time. You're a great teammate and you can win championships. So if you aren't performing at one event, I'm not gonna put you on the bench in such a small sample size. So do you want to talk a little bit about it, how the decision went down and your thoughts and everything?
Yeah. I mean, first, you're definitely not wrong. The decision, I still really don't know how exactly it went down. I've heard, so I wasn't a part of the decision. Obviously.
Wait, rewind. Hold on. You don't know how it went down, and you got put on the bench. That is
no. So look, I'll break it down.
Okay.
I got a call from my manager. Right, it was me, my manager, Joey Nubsy, in a call. Joey said maybe 2. Well, first of all, that was literally right out of a horror movie. I knew it. He was like, "Yo, could you up on a call?" Was like, "Yeah, well, who?" Was like me and Joey Nubsy. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to my dad." What I'm talking about?
Hold on, Ian. Let me interrupt.
Go for it.
I love Nubsy, dude. I love Nubsy. But for you to join a call and you're about to get benched with Joey Nubsy and the manager,
I was irate.
Enable, we're talking about.
I was getting sent to my death.
We're talking about multi FPS champion.
He was
back to back champion, loading up yo, listen, I'm sorry, bro. Coach Nubsy,
I was
the executive decision,
and I sat through the whole call, right, and then I was like, okay. And that was it. But wait, so I'm not kidding. Besides that, Sam texted me 2 things, and he said, "Yo, you good, bro?" That's what and then the conversation was 2 responses back and forth. It was yeah, I guess, and that was it. I haven't now, but then I went 5 because in my head I was okay, I thought, and it still could be, right? Because the information that I got it from some people on the team. So you know how that, you guys know how that goes. It could be people trying to save face. I don't know what really happened. But so I didn't even reach out to anyone on the team. I was like, okay, it was team decision. And to be fair, I'm not trying to throw all the shade on them because it was half my fault. I do think the decision was completely wrong. I don't think it's going to change anything, but I definitely wasn't going as hard as I needed to. That's what I'm saying is half on me. So wait, no, just hear me out.
I mean, if he's not going hard as he should,
but in my head, that was a wake up call. But in my head, I fuck with the people on the team, right? Going into this, I'm like, bro, if we're boys, especially like some people on the team won chips together, like hit me up and be like, yo, you're not performing well, but I don't even care about that. You're not even putting that, like, you're not even putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit me on the side, like, yo, you got to start grinding. Instead, it was just like, no, you're benched.
Can I?
But so
That's
then,
insane, bro.
The
then-
rumor
oh yeah, you can go. You can address
that
the
you were doing stocks or day trading or whatever while you guys were scrimming.
in between maps. I was on, but throw that in there. It was literally. It's partially my fault as well. It was the worst practice ever. No one was going hard, and I was like, "Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna make some cash on the side. Like, if we're not gonna try in the scrims." So, but it was like, I don't know. Anyways,
All right, that's fair. Go ahead.
anyways, then I heard that it wasn't really a team decision.
Wait, what?
Wait, how could it not be a team decision?
wait, rewind. All right, continue. Actually,
Look,
Don't
I'm
rewind.
No, let him talk. Let him go.
I'm not gonna throw names out there
I mean,
because I don't know.
The only person that anyone would just take blind like that is Sam.
Well, I don't know. So I like I said, I don't know with whatever I've been told is true or not, and I don't
What
really
have you been
care.
told? And then just say, I don't know if it's the truth, but this is what I was told.
I've been told that it was mostly a two-person thing, and it was.
A coach.
Let him talk.
I'm not getting into that. What I heard was if I wasn't benched for someone, then someone else on the team was gonna sit out themselves.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's true.
Ah.
I like that,
So
but
the only person that
I've heard that
so
from
you-
people on the team.
who even has that kind of pull?
Right?
It has to be Sam.
It has to be Sam.
Because if Slack said that, it'd be like, all right, bench yourself.
Yeah, right. Wait, whoever did that, that's fighting words, bro.
So,
That's a
But like I
world's
said,
bomb.
I don't know
wait,
if it's true.
Yo, so
I don't know.
Sam said that to get you dropped after winning chips.
Wow, Sam's actually crazy for that.
Sam was
I
pissed.
don't know. So, and I think if that is true, that's pretty fucked up, and I don't agree with that
All right,
at all.
so
But
since you won't say who it is, since I know it's Sam, you don't have to
Yeah, it's
agree.
Sam, yeah.
I don't know if people know this, but I mean, you and Sam you guys at least should have been boys going into this. He lives in LA now, close enough to you. Have you guys talked about it
I
in
would've
private
pulled
yet?
up in the
You
Benz
don't have to tell us
on
what was
site.
said, but have you guys talked about it like at the Oak Crib or wherever at all?
Haven't said a word.
He shook, bro.
Me?
I mean, there's no one being shook
No,
about it. I
not
mean,
yet.
if you want to drop someone, everyone has dropped people over the course of their career or been dropped. for the
Yeah.
most part.
Wait.
Like, if it's
That's why
the way
when it
I
first
see it is-
happened.
If it's your
When it first
friend, if you
happened-
want to leave or drop someone, you just should talk about it first, or even if you're gonna do it no matter what, just tell them. I don't
You're
know.
not wrong.
That's just how.
But when I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay, fuck it. Like, damn, this is a wake up call. I really need to get my mind right. And it still could be that. Like, what I heard could be wrong, and it could have been just a full on team decision, whatever. But so my mindset was just, you know what? I'm gonna just put my head down, grind. Because they said, my manager told me, you know, they're like testing Panda out for LA, and they're gonna see what happens at first. And so I was like, I'm gonna just put my head down, grind every day, which is what I've been doing, and get my mind back right, get obsessed with my craft,
Yeah.
and come back, get on the team, show like, you know, I had the passion, it's not gone, anything like that.
So Ian,
And then I heard all that, and I was like, well, fuck, now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put my head down and grind, but now I want to get on a different team.
yeah. So removing yourself from the situation though, like forgetting that you're unable and just thinking about it from an outside view. Like, if you're the GM, what decision would you have made for the roster? Because clearly it wasn't working. You guys are not playing well. Like, what would you have done? Would you just had them continue to work on it and get better, or would you have benched yourself? Like, what would your approach have been?
I wouldn't have made a move yet because, you know, we only played, I don't even know how many series. Like at London, we played Chicago twice. Obviously, lost to them. At Minnesota, the opener, we should have went 2-0. Obviously,
Yeah, you won game 5
you
twice.
know what I'm saying. We were up 2-1 in both series. Literally choked both Mat 4s to Toronto and Florida. So like, I don't think we were as bad as people made it out to be. So I would have kind of just gave it a little more time. Obviously, if it there wasn't any signs of improvement, then changes would have had to have been made. But it's too early to tell. Like the game is still in the early stages. Like this happens every year. There's always a team that's far ahead in the beginning of the year. Optic last year, FaZe this year. There's always teams that aren't so good in the beginning of the year.
Well, I mean,
us last year. Like you got to give it time because no one really has perfected the game or really mastered how to play the game yet.
Does it worry you that like this was a short-sighted decision in terms of like if their plan is to try him out and then bring you back in it, like you're losing valuable practice time, and like as a team trying to get better at the game, like and trying to catch up to other teams. You know what I mean? Like I feel like from an outside point of view, at least what I think is like, yeah, they're trying him out, and maybe it is to light a fire under you, and they still do have that thought that they're gonna bring you back in, and you're gonna go super hard because you just learned a lesson or whatever. But I feel like snubbing you of that practice is like very detrimental to the future of your guys' team. Does that worry you a little bit?
I mean, no, I don't think their plan is to bring me back because I feel like if that was the case, I would have been told. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, damn.
Like
well,
they would, I don't know. That's not a question for me. That's a question for me because if that is the case, then yes, like I would agree. But I feel like I don't know if you were gonna do that.
I don't think that COD's gotten to that point. I don't think that people drop people expecting to bring them back in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
How would that dynamic be?
I don't think so either.
If that's the case, then this is a horrible decision.
That would be fully up to Ian to be like the man to be like say, all right, you guys drop me, but then he comes back into practice and he's again a part of the team like normal and just go back at it. I feel like in other esports, that's a culture that's been established.
It has been.
And Call of Duty is not the case.
Bro, that adds a whole other element to this then. So if that's what you think, if that's how it is, this is a horrible decision then. Like, it's not even like it was like an okay decision. That means that this is an absolute horrible decision if they have no plans to bring Ian back into the roster. They don't know how Pander's going to perform. Like, they could just be just as ass. And you're paying a guy that's on your bench top fucking dollar. Like that means that this.
So you're saying what you're saying is from a business perspective, it could be horrible.
This is a terrible decision.
You can't slander the team's decision yet, and it might not even be due to Ian. This could happen. The team could be better with Pander. So to say that it's a horrible decision before you see them play, unless you're talking about just straight business wise, like dollars,
they're not going to be that.
Yeah.
Wait, don't get it twisted. I think Pander is really good.
Yeah,
like I don't have. This is the thing. I don't have an issue with anyone on the team or anything like that. I just kind of distance myself
I have strong opinions
from the situation. But so like I actually don't want to see them fail because realistically, if that's the case, like it makes my situation even harder. As selfish as that sounds, like I would rather them do well, like for not only from the standpoint that like they're like I still fuck with them, whatever yada yada yada, but also because like I want to compete. I don't want to sit on the bench. You know what I'm saying? And then if they do bad, and then it's like, oh, Ian, you're next up, like you're up again. It just makes it weird. Like it makes the whole situation weird. I feel like.
This guy in the chat goes, Nameless is so biased. How is that biased? I'm talking strictly from a business point of view and just not knowing of what the future holds, and that is what makes it a bad decision in my opinion. I think if they were gonna put in Pander for Enable, they should tell Enable like, hey, we're gonna try him out. Obviously, I've been performing, and this is why we have subs, and we will possibly bring you back in the future. The fact that it wasn't communicated like that is terrible, in my opinion. And I think it makes it a bad decision. But yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Do you have any other teams you think you'd want to go to, like you'd be happy on, Ian?
I mean that's the one positive is I kind of have the power on where I go, so I at the end of the day like I'll get to decide. What like it's not like they're just like, oh, you're going to fucking Paris, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't like. I mean, no offense, Paris. Paris is really good, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, you're going here. I would obviously. There's a couple teams I would for sure want to play with. I think I would help improve OGLA. I think I would help improve New York. I think
you'd be great on New York. That's where I was going to say you should try to go.
I'll be honest. I think I could help a lot of teams out. But there's just so much that goes into it. Like, even if I think or I want to play with these players, I don't even know if it's possible.
How are you practicing? Just tens?
Yeah, I literally play like 6 series of tens a day. and like inspect. I'm not kidding. Well, like wait. I'm in like 6 series of 10s a day. So either I'm playing or if I don't get picked, I'm like spectating.
Capologist, bro.
Wait, I say you can ask anyone. I've been literally.
All right.
He has been.
That's basically
that's his only way to play. So he's
yeah,
there.
I can't really. What else am I gonna do?
It's true. What are you guys thinking about the other sub? Oh, I hope it all works out for you before you move on.
Would you? I don't know how the rules work. So this might be an ignorant question, but
Okay.
no, just one more question about it. I know that Pander came from whatever AM team hybrid black with Proto or whatever. If worse came to worse and you just weren't able to play for a little bit, would you consider going to like a challenger homestand or whatever with another team while you wait?
Bag, brother.
No, he would still be on Seattle.
I don't think I can I?
I don't know the rules. That's all I'm saying. I'm
yeah,
not sure.
I don't think I'm allowed to.
You're not allowed to. Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
you
you
guys
probably
have
played
another
because
sub?
is it like a you play too many matches type thing?
I think it's that, but also there's like it's kind of like in the NBA where you can have like a two-way player, and then like I don't know exactly how it breaks down, but I don't think I'm allowed to know.
Okay.
That would be
so it's not even
fucked
something.
up.
If I could,
Really?
would I? Probably not.
Because
I'd probably
right
go
now,
insane.
Ian doesn't really have a way to practice, It might not be the best practice scrimming with the amateur teams, but at least he's still playing the game like in scrims every day.
Well,
Like
I
right
think the
now, he's
logic of
literally
the league,
he literally
though,
waits
I
for
just-
he
I
waits
I
for
think the
tens.
logic of the league, though, is that that's at the discretion of the team to get your team the best.
No,
practice
there's
they
got to
can
be
get.
a real rule.
Wait, can I respond to someone in the chat real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Seaport, I'm not slandering my teammates. I literally don't have a problem with any of them. I'm just explaining to you the story from my side. Like I said about the whole what I heard, I don't know if that's true. But that's what I was told. So like, you know, if it was a team decision, then that's fine. And like I said, it was partially my fault for not being as dedicated as I should have been. So I'm taking the blame for it. Like I'm fine with it is what it is, but like I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Like if I'm told something, that's all I know on the situation. I don't think that's slandering.
It's not. Who did tell you that though? By the way, like, it had to be someone on the team, right? That's the only way they would know.
Yes, obviously, yeah. Yeah, this wasn't like some random person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who told you that? I just want to know for my own personal self-fulfillment because I know.
I mean, it was more than it was more than one person.
Oh, so it's probably true. Anyways, and continue.
All right, yeah. Let's move on from the Ian substitute. Let's talk about some other subs, dude. So, Blast for Aches. Is this going to happen? Like, I am not as plugged in with some of the other players as I used to be. Do you guys know this? Like, is this a thing that's going to happen? Confirm or
Last time we scrimmed them, it was before Atlanta, and they were using Blast for Aches. But
Were they
apparently
good?
since then, a lot has happened. No, they were not good.
Dude, you give Pat like a week or two, he's swindling himself back on that roster.
That's
It
what I'm
might
saying.
be
So I have
Blast
no
for someone
clue.
else.
But I don't think it's that easy this time around. I don't think it's that easy.
I think that might have been it. I think
We've said this before.
I know. I think the swindling. I think listen. I fuck with Pat outside of COD, bro. In
So
COD
do I.
though, master swindler. Like, hey, sometimes you got to know when it's time's up. Like,
Dude,
I don't know.
We
if
could
it's-
use
I-
another observer. I'm being honest, Pat. If you're in the chat, like, could use another observer. You were really good.
I mean, the thing is, I'm not sure. I know that there's like a lot of rumors going around with the LA Gorillas. I'm not sure what of it is true or whatever, but at least the rumors are that they're picking up some substitute players, like some of the top end players who have proven to be really good at this game.
Yeah,
Whether or
that's
not
what
that
I think.
actually happens or which ones they pick up, I have no clue. But I do know that they haven't been scrimming, like as of late. So they're still trying to make stuff happen. That could mean that they end up going with Blastful and the same team we scrimmed 2 weeks ago, or it could mean they're just coming with a completely different look. And honestly, if you're LA Gorillas, it couldn't hurt that bad to come with a completely different look of top end players who are hungry and passionate to win.
What did you say before the show started? Somebody, like a rumor you heard, somebody benched themselves.
Oh yeah, I heard someone on LAG bench themselves. 'Cause they got
Oh no.
Ah, come on,
Wait,
can't
who
say
was-
that.
who-
I can't say.
All right,
I don't know
what
if you
was it?
heard that too, Ian. If you heard that someone on LAG.
Yes, I have.
Who that
All right,
Saints
so we
benched
both
themselves.
heard that someone
Saints.
on LAG benched themselves because
Why would
Blast
he-
was running a main AR.
I
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. That sounds ridiculous.
This
I
guy's
heard the
dead.
exact same.
Yo,
You're
we
so
were talking about it for
sabotaging
the stream.
Yo,
Like,
motherfuckers move differently nowadays. Dead ass.
Yo, if Nato benched, He's dead ass trying to be homeless, bro.
Yo, my man was like, "Fuck getting paid, blast my man there, or I'm out of here. I ain't built for this. Where the 9 to 5
Blast
at?
is so ass that people are literally going
I ain't built for
homeless.
this COD shit no more.
I need to fill out some applications. I'm out of here.
It's
That's
comedy.
if that's true. I have a hard time believing that that's true because
I heard they
even
were
if you
trying
guys
to
are ass, you're still playing Call of Duty.
at the end of the day.
No.
You're still
Yeah.
living in LA collecting cash, playing COD. Like,
LeBron's out here like, yo, if Ty lose my coach, bro, I'm sitting out. Like, I don't got time for this. Bro.
yo.
I don't know if I can believe that one.
Nato is knocking on the door of retirement if he benched himself, bro. That'll be it for him.
Wait,
This guy-
no, I think he's turning. What's it called? Turning
new
a new.
leaf?
Turning a new leaf?
I think he's turning a new
Sheesh.
leaf, low key.
Yeah, I don't know about his day to day.
Yeah, wait, what? Why? Hold on.
But I will say what Looney said in the
just
chat.
think his
Guaranteed
mindset-
money has people acting different. That is a fact.
It does.
That is a fact.
I think his mindset is like, I need to bridge out of the group that he's in, the circle he's in, and like, be back on his bullshit, like be better. I mean, I could be
The
completely wrong,
Westeros
you know what
team
I'm saying?
speak, dude. The Decimate
Yeah,
team
like,
speak.
bro, people go there to, it's it. You get
Yeah,
trapped in that
so-
circle and it's over.
Yeah, that's the Bevels.
Like I'm not, So I don't know.
Wait,
I like
why did Dana say lawsuit Nato the GOAT? What? What does that mean? Anyways,
I don't know, but there's no way that anyone would bench themselves with all these hungry players on the come up. Like, you
Yo,
gotta be stupid to bench yourself with like some 18-year-old kids that are literally
stupid.
play MW every day, like it's the last thing they have to do all day long, sibilance and shit like that. Like, what? I'm not benching myself and giving this kid an opening. That is ridiculous.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't-
somehow. Yo, wait, hold on, guys. We didn't think this through. Maybe they put Blast in, right? And then
Okay.
Pat was texting Nato on the side, and he was like, "Dude, the only way to get me back on the team is if you bench yourself and make a stand." And then Pat ends up back on the team, and Nato ends up
and
on
then
the
Nato
bench.
gets fucked.
And
No,
then
wait.
Pat somehow deletes all the messages and goes, "Yo, I don't know what's up with this guy, but like, this is not a professional way to act. I'm ready
Listen,
to come back."
We got to come back to this topic in like 2 weeks, because if that happens, then Pat hands down Michael Jordan of the finesse, bro.
Dude,
Like,
of the finesse, bro.
because that would be. You know what's crazy? I
Pat's
wouldn't be
out of
surprised
finesse
if that
tokens.
happened.
He's out of them tokens. He's been finessing for way too long.
He's
There's
not
no
out of the
possible
token.
way.
No,
My
he's
man
not.
out
hit
of
the.
Nah, he's out
Pat
of them.
is one of the highest
Pat is
paid
the
players
best
in the
impact.
league.
Yeah, that was his last finesse token. That was it. He gave them all up for that one. That's
No,
it.
it wasn't, dude.
Wait,
It
no,
had to be.
wait, no, he didn't, bro. I heard it. Well, I can't talk on it, obviously, but
A
He-
dirty rumor?
yes, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
Or
bro.
no?
I have
Fill
no
me in.
clue.
Never mind. We'll just Pat's finesse
I don't know.
is still strong
No one
to this
knows.
day.
No one knows what team they're going to the LA homestand with in a week.
I don't
So,
think. Yeah, they don't know.
We'll
it.
see. Yeah, I don't think they actually fully know their team that they're going with next week.
Last finesse, too.
They'll probably know it very soon, but I don't know.
All right,
no
bro.
one else knows.
All right, bro. Happy for Zero. Thoughts on this?
To me, on paper, that's just a weird move. I know that Trey really works hard, but we're not in all their practices, obviously, so we have no
Has
idea what's
Happy
happening
played?
behind the scenes.
Has he played this COD?
Yeah, yes. Suda's actually nasty.
I don't know. I love Suda.
That has to be
That's-
all Donnie, bro.
Nah, I don't believe
No,
that. I don't
that's
believe
definitely.
that at
That's
all.
definitely. It's probably a team thing. Like,
Yeah.
Is
Like-
Trey bad? I feel like it wasn't bad.
I mean, I know. I don't think none of them are really performing that well,
Yeah.
like consistently. Like, so they probably in their heads were just like I don't know. We're like John said, we're not in their practice, but maybe his vibes weren't good, or maybe they just didn't fuck with him. Who knows? Like, it could be anything. But they thought that they needed to change, I guess.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
think it would come down to like an individual thing though. I think Trey's really good, and I know like he grinds and wants to obviously win and do everything he can in his power to win.
Mm.
From a human perspective, for whatever reason, I know Ian got dropped and like Pat got dropped. For whatever reason, I feel really
Benched,
bad for
benched.
Trey. I'm sorry, benched. My
Yeah, might as
bad.
well
You
be
didn't get dropped. Nah, because you still get paid. But
Sure.
benched. I don't know why. It's because he's in New York, and I know that city's fucking huge. European, all by himself in New York, and he just got benched, dropped on his neck, just like right before the tournament. That shit's gotta
Yeah,
hurt from a human level, but it also is what it is. I have no
Yeah.
idea. For me, for the New York
It's a
move,
business.
it's a business. It's a business, of course. It came out of nowhere. Like I didn't
Yeah, that move was so
see anything
random.
about. Like I know they weren't playing really well, but to drop him like right now, it felt really weird.
They just said, "Fuck it, bro. We need straight up Americans." It's just
So
a
they got
fuck-
Suda, and
they
then
picked up
I mean,
Suda,
I wonder how Doug feels about it because I know that Doug is like
He's been grinding.
Yeah,
He's been grinding, but he's also very vocal. That doesn't mean that Suda hasn't been playing. Doug just has a huge platform
Yeah.
and is always talking and playing and trying to get in the tens.
That's what kind
and
of
all
bothers
that.
me though. Is like everybody saying like Doug was next up or whatever, but like they never forget like Suda was on their bench and he was also like the guy that clearly was gonna come in if somebody got benched. Like Doug is been grinding, and I do believe at some point he will deserve his shot. But like in terms of talent and who the team was clearly gonna put in first, it was gonna be Suda, and it was like that from start to now. Like they were gonna do that no matter what if they sub somebody in. So this shouldn't be a surprise to the community.
I mean, I don't see how it wouldn't be a surprise to the community. I don't even think people know who Suda is, as opposed to Doug.
If they know who he is, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Doug, everyone knows who Doug is. Pretty much either if you spent any time in COD at all. Like so, I don't know. I mean, that's tough for Doug. I mean, I'm sure he has his own, thoughts on it, of course, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, if they're still ass, maybe Doug will get a chance. Weird though, Zero's really good at the game, man. All right, I think we talked about all the substitutions and stuff. Kind of blows my mind that we're seeing so many subs getting subbed in. I didn't think it was going to be like this at all. I mean, I can admit that I was wrong about it. Before the season started, John, we were like, there's not going to be any subs in this shit. No way.
I didn't think it would be as fast as it was, mostly. And I thought no subs because I thought there would be more trades.
Yeah.
I mean, like a sub. Like why would I sub in Suda?
Yeah.
Trade for someone else. Like,
yeah, I don't think everyone thought like how hard that it could potentially be with, all the money and all the other aspects that go into it now with franchising. You can't just be like, oh, I want to team with you, like sketch on your team like you could 5 years ago.
Nah, I mean the contract world has been here though, and we still see trades or people getting picked up rather easily. Like you rarely see.
But it wasn't as like legit as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like even a couple years ago when there's contracts, probably even last year, it's like if I went to my org and even I had contracts like, yo, listen, man, I really don't want to play here. Like I really want to go here. Trade me. Like most of the time they just give in. They're like, okay, like we're not.
Like that no more.
Now though, they're like, what? We bought you out, paid. We're paying you this much. Like we're not just letting you go anywhere. Yeah, like.
That's true. I mean, I personally don't even know if everybody knows their owners, like has a personal relationship or any type of way with their owners nowadays, because just how it works. I think even last year, yeah, I say so too. I think last year even though the orgs are bigger, you still have some sort of personal relationship with the owner. Like 100 Thieves, you know Nate and John Robinson or whatever. You can talk to them. Nowadays, it's like we know the owner, but he's also really busy living his life to become
very
owner
rich,
of this franchise.
doing very important things.
Yeah, exactly.
God doesn't give a fuck about your one-on-one chat, dude.
They don't give a fuck about me trying to dip on the team. He's like, what team?
He's like, what team? Oh, I forgot about our esports. Let's talk about the Reddit. Let's talk about the Reddit questions. So we did a Reddit Q&A. For those of you who don't follow our Twitters, we put up a Reddit question most of the time for most episodes. You guys can ask our guest questions or us questions. So Ian, this question is for you. It's by Super Age 2012. Did the 100T team ever discuss sticking together?
A little bit. We Priesta was basically gone off rip. Like he wanted the team with he wanted to team with them, but the rest of us, like obviously everyone was kind of going their separate ways. Like Priesta and Chris went to FaZe, and like there was rumors about Optic fucking Austin and Kenny going to Optic, and then me and Sam were obviously talking to each other like, yo, let's go to Seattle. But like last second, before we were all about to sign our individual deals, obviously us four minus Preston, a city, like a city really wanted to sign all of us. They were like, yo, we'll sign you four, fucking we'll throw the bag at you, blah blah blah, like you get a fit that you want. And it was talked about a bit, but like nothing serious, because I think like Austin and Kenny really wanted to move to LA, and they were like all in on with like Tej Dashy. But there was an opportunity where we could have all went somewhere minus Preston. Like I think when we did talk about it for like we talked about it for like maybe 2 days. I think we were gonna try to do us four and then TJ.
Oh, that'd have been cool.
Instead of Preston, but it obviously fell through.
Everybody wanted so much money. It was just like the talk started going different places. Different ideas popped up. It's probably fucking pandemonium for you guys.
Oh, it was this might have been the craziest off season ever.
Definitely was.
Because there's just so much more. It's like, oh, I can play with my homies here, or I can get $100,000 more here. Oh, wait, I can live in LA instead of Toronto. Like, you know,
I think the locations played a big factor into it.
Yeah, for sure. That was one of the reasons why I really wanted to go to Seattle too, is because we didn't have to move this year. Yeah, I was like,
awesome.
I don't gotta leave LA. Bet, book me there.
Does that play any impact into whatever decision you make going forward? Like, you might not be able to choose between any team now, but say Toronto wanted to pick you up and they said you have to come to Toronto.
Nah, it's not going to impact me because I'm at the point now. Like I said earlier, I kind of went off course a little bit, and you know, I know it sounds like an excuse, but I feel like with anything, when you've been doing it as long as I have, especially like that happens, you know, like my head wasn't where it needed to be. So now it's kind of like how it was when I joined TK, where I'm all in on myself. I'm betting on myself. So if a team hits me up and I want to go there, and they're like, "Yo, you got to move out tomorrow," I'm fucking leaving all my shit here, gone, I'm bringing my chair, my $100,000 chair, setting up. I'm getting an apartment wherever, and I'm just playing. It's not worth $100,000. It's worth like 99 cents.
Wait, BZ said, what does that WWE chair you carry around smell like?
Your mic cut out.
BZ asked you, what does that WWE chair you carry around smell like?
Smells like cash, homie. That shit. I'm framing that thing when I get older.
If BZ's in the chat.
That was it. I thought I was gonna retire. I was on Lightning Pandas. I was like, oh, I'm out the league. Like, man, got the call up. Played on that thing for months. Dude, I at least slept on like a wood floor. I had an air mattress, but every morning that shit was on the ground.
Damn.
It was broke. Played in that chair, like grinded. So that's where I'm
broke.
at.
That's cap.
I mean, I wasn't broke. I was hurt. No.
BZ, yo, if you're in the chat, stand up and smell your chair. Let me know what it smells like. All right, moving on. That's another question. What happened versus Florida, Pacman? Y'all should have 3-0'd them. Y'all choked S&E and probably the Dom too, to be honest.
I thought these were enable questions. Yeah, we did choke the S&D. We lost.
You want to
made some mental mistakes. Like, what do you want me to say?
Let's see. A lot of these questions are pretty ass, guys. You're gonna have to come up with some better questions. So I'm just trying to siphon through the trash.
Also, the chat. If you guys have any questions for Nabel, go ahead and ask them as well.
Who's the best player not in the league?
I'm horrible when it comes to that. Oh yeah, it's definitely Jay. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna pick that guy off the European team that keeps winning everything. Chain.
Oh, Chain. Yeah, I heard about him.
Chain that he run through everybody.
Dude, I don't really keep up with like. I mean, dude, I barely keep up with players in the league, to be honest. So like, I don't know anyone outside the league besides Jay. Obviously, since I team with him, Jay's nasty though.
Yeah, I would agree.
Jay definitely deserves to get opportunity on the team.
Ian, what player do you think ideally complements your play style? This was asked by M-Teep. Your
ideally complements my. I mean, I feel like it would have to be someone that I have team with and have had like real success with, right? Like that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, from your experience.
Honestly, probably I would say either it's got to be Ken. I feel like Ken compliments me a lot, or Austin, but probably Ken. Me and Ken have like a pretty insane record together.
Like game to game, you think you guys could just be nasty? Like,
yeah.
Duo, yeah.
I mean, so from like World War II and Black Ops 4, we were like, it might be a little lower now since we got second at champs, but we won almost 50% of every event we went to together. At a certain point in Black Ops 4, and like we were like top. We were like top 3 and like obviously higher than 50% of the events we went together. So I definitely would say Cam. Me and him, I think complement each other well.
Are you open to teaming with Clay ever again? Same with Zoom and Attach.
I would. I'm definitely open to team with Tommy and Dylan. Clay, I would be open to, but I feel like if me and him were on a team, it'd be a lot hard to get the correct players to surround us.
It'd be so
That
hard
makes sense.
in today's
Yeah.
scene.
So, like, I would be open to team with him, but it'd be very hard for Clay. But Tommy and Dylan for sure.
What's your goal for the rest of the season? Do you think it's like still possible to get a champion, like to win it all at the end?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like you have to have that mindset though, because it's like I had that same mindset when Pat finessed me and dropped me off EG.
Finessed us, brother.
Yeah, if you, I was almost on the desk with you. If
that would have been lit.
If you don't have that mindset, like you're never going to be able to come back and achieve greatness. Like you're just going to be stuck. Like, oh, I'm just going to try not to be on the bench anymore. Like, and then what? Like you're just thought, well, I'm starting for a shitty team. Like that ain't no better.
Yeah.
So that's for sure. That's always my mindset is literally just win. That's it. Doesn't matter. I just want to win.
Nadler21 in the chat says, ask Enable a player that he has never teamed with that he wants to.
Grab some tissue, guys.
Player I'd never teamed with. Ooh, now I mean Simp and Abizi.
Good choice. Good
those
choice.
fools are next up. I could, they might, if I team with Simp and Abizi, they might prolong my career 10 years.
Low key, you might have to take a pay cut for that one.
I legitimately think if I came back and teamed with Simp and Abizi and Priest, like we'd be a top 4 team. No, still, that's insane to think about.
Nah, you capping out a little bit, maybe.
You think so? No, be real.
If you're running
nah. Wait, you're Main Arrow? Yeah, actually, yeah, you could hold a heady.
We'd be top 3, bro.
Yeah.
Those guys are so good, dude. Be easy, bro. Actually, might be more dominant, low key. I was just trying to humble out and say we'd be top 3.
You don't, bro.
Damn, bro, we're already at an hour and 10 minutes.
Your reaction time is way slower now than it used to be.
Wait, John. Don't take up this side of an argument. We used to talk about this all the time. Like that shit doesn't go away.
I wasn't talking about like because of your age. I was talking about because of your ass.
Wait, John. You have been cheeks for years, brother.
Let's not start this. I'm way better than you.
Wait,
I'm multi-game. I'm good at Halo, COD, Counter-Strike.
When was John's last championship? We are in the 2020s. So you don't have a championship in the 2020s. He doesn't have a championship in the 2010s.
Who does have a championship in the 2020s?
Atlanta phase. So your last championship was the thousands, fam. Your last championship was in the single digits, bro.
Yo,
national championship.
Gorillas just announced Dividend Spart, supposedly, by the way.
Dividend Spart?
Yeah.
Oh, that catches me off guard.
Wait, John, I'd be shook if I was you. No bull, because they might come out firing.
Yo,
wait, they're gonna come out with the heat.
Well, I know, and Austin's gonna lose full. He hates when he plays like random ass kids. He's like,
so does TJ.
Wait. Hold on, Spart. That's the guy who was playing with Haggy, right?
Yeah, he just
Haggy is literally triggered in his room right now.
I mean, to be fair, Haggy DM'd me one day. He DM'd me one day and said, "Pick up Spart." That's the DM, and then he just didn't. That's it. That's all he said. I was like, "What?"
No, he's triggered.
But I mean, he teamed with them, and these kids have been good. Spart just won Atlanta Challengers or whatever.
Wait, they picked up Spart and Vivid.
Yeah, so I assume those kids are gonna be starting at the LA home event. There's be no reason to pick them up, right?
Wow.
So shoot.
No wonder Nato benched himself. I would have benched myself too.
Shut up, bro.
I'm joking. But I think we covered about anything, dude. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we sign out?
No, I'm straight.
Whoa. Thank you for coming on, iDub. You're a great guest, brother.
Did I do all right?
You did great. I think you have a true talent, bro. I think if
you had all of Seattle in here wondering if you were going to air out their dirty laundry.
And you do a good job at stirring the pot.
I feel like it wasn't bad.
I don't feel
that's what I was about to say.
I feel like I was straight up, right?
I think you do a good job at stirring the pot, but being respectful at the same time. You know what that means? Personality.
Wait, I'll tell you what. The one positive note before we end this about being bench is it definitely gives me more time to and like
To stream?
Like, because like I love, like, I do really enjoy making content and, like, doing shit like this, but it's just so hard when you compete, especially someone
definitely
with
is.
with my personality. Because, like, when I get attached to something in relation to, like, work,
Yeah.
I guess I get very obsessive. So, like, when I do compete, like, I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck about anything else.
It's also the mental thing too, right? Like something I experienced from retiring is, it's like day to day, like your days are less stressful. Like without scrims, your days are a little less stressful. So, like you can kind of direct your attention in other parts of your life, and you're a little bit happier from the day to day. But nothing beats the feeling of winning. I'll end it with that. But day to day, you are less stressed. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what allows you to stream more and do more content and be more passionate about that type of stuff. But either way, I hope you get back on a team, brother.
Hey,
too,
I
bro.
appreciate it. I ain't
We
tripping.
love
I
seeing
think
Ian in the league.
Listen, I think it'll happen. I don't know with to. I mean, but I just got to be patient. That's it.
Well, good luck. Thank you guys all for
Oh,
tuning in.
wait. Let's do it. Wait, this guy. 1 second before you end it.
Oh, clown of the
Interrupts in
week.
the stat says clown of the week, and I think we gotta go with.
Weekly
This is
clown.
me on the fly, by the way, so you can agree, disagree. But we gotta go with the original Chicago Huntsman Challengers announcement.
Yo,
That
it
was the most
says,
disrespectful thing ever.
he said
You finna get tipped
$10,000
by Troy Sender, Michael. That's
Yo,
what you-
Mad
They
Cat's
said
tweet,
after
bro.
you win. So, by the way, any team that wins a challenger event, they're not just randoms. It's impossible for random kids to just walk up and win a challenger event.
Yeah, they're
It
like
said
good ass.
meet and
like,
greet
yeah.
with the
After these
squad.
guys go and grind and win, these guys are now they've done all they could for the weekend. Their prize is to meet Envoy.
Not
Are you
only do
fucking
you
kidding-
get
are you
$500,
fucking kidding me?
you
Look
get to
left
get
and
an
right.
autograph from Form.
Yeah, what?
Their prize
Are
is
you
to
fucking
meet.
kidding
I would
me?
literally be meeting them like, yo, I do not want to do this, and I would fucking smoke you on the main stage right now. Like, dude, their prize is to meet Sender. Dude.
Like, are you kidding?
Wait. They get 2 hours with Troy, like, to coach them.
So like go over. They just won.
Yeah,
What the fuck you telling me? Yeah, we should. Fuck you talking about?
The weekly clown goes straight up to the Huntsman, bro. That is an insane
that's
idea.
who
Whoever
made that
signed off,
decision?
whoever signed off on that needs to be evaluated,
Yeah.
bro, immediately.
Well,
So
they forgot for a second that they were just gamers. They acted like it was like meeting fucking
Yeah.
Drake.
That ass.
After you win, you get to meet.
I would, if I won, I would dead ass be like, yeah, I don't even want that
Varsities.
prize, bro. I'm cool.
Yeah, keep the change, brother. I'm out.
Whoa. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in today.
Yep. Much
Love
love,
you
guys. Peace out. This will be on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for showing up. Peace out. Everybody have a good night.
Later.